Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 23 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Continuing where we left off last time, I was going to pick up these other um, survey sites, but as I was setting up to do it, I saw that it was going to take a lot of my Delta V to do that. So I'm not sure how much I need to get home, which is another thing that this mission is going to do for us. Is for that. All right. So I'm gonna not do those other two guys there because it was taking almost 400 Delta V to get down to the next one, down to this one. And I think, you know, when I've got 1800, I'm not sure how much it's going to take to get home, so I had better not do that. Oh, pardon me. That said, let's see if we can actually get some basic idea of what's going to take to get out of here. And I'm going to burn opposite direction of where the moon is traveling. I guess that's 200 to get to an escape velocity. And then can I do another one here? Yeah, but it won't tell me how much. I think I probably have enough to do it, but we got a lot of stuff here. We don't need to risk anything getting home. 200 to get there. Well, you know what? Let's risk it. Because why not? Let's see. Pull it down. Is that the way I want to go? This way. Whoopsie. Did that wrong, didn't I? I guess it doesn't matter if my orbit goes out at this point. $300 Delta V. But am I too high at that point? Can you be too high at this point? Or over this? Let's see, I'm going to keep at least 1,000 Delta V for getting back, I think. So, that's the plan. Whoops. How to just screw that up is what I'm going to do, I think. What happens if I, let's see. Try it there. I don't think I want to do that there, do I? I think I want to do it like here. Is that right? That looks about right. Yeah, that looks good. That doesn't take up a huge amount of. Oh, but we are like kind of crashing into the planet at that point. Oh, what have I got going on here? Oh, that's why I'm crashing into the planet. I see now. From my I think I noticed that. My rather fail at at the first attempt. I actually started it. Whoa, 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 get back over here. We're gonna get really low here. All right, let's bring that up. What you say? To where it's actually above the surface of the planet. It's always better when you do that. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, so yeah, I totally know what I'm doing. There we go. Actually, pull it way down. Pull this back. Pull that down. Down. How's that look? Pull it down a little further. Right there. And then we'll pull that back in. Good enough for who it's for, I think. All right. All of our things are still above the ground, so that's a plus. It's a 1 minute burn. And use up a bit of fuel. See, now what's this? Our periapsis is going to disappear. So now if we ran out of fuel or the engine failed right here, we would be in for some serious problem. And I'm not saying we currently are not in for some serious problem already. Come on, let's have a periapsis. That would be really swell. We're going to impact in 12 minutes. That's good, right? Yeah, now that should work. We might need to, well, let's give it a little more. That should pull us down farther. Where's that? Is it still pulling us down? Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Good enough. Right there. All right, so now, how much delta V? I think we got plenty of delta V. All right, let's put this on prograde, because that's where this thing will show up. In fact, it already is showing up. What is that I'm looking at? All right, we'll put one of those right there. Let's see, we actually do have a positive periapsis and apoapsis, so I don't need to keep my eye on there 24. All right. How are we doing on time? We've gone 2 days. We're coming up on our 3rd day. So we should see this. We should be getting into there pretty soon here. Where we're at, we're in the Midlands still. Oh, when we need to do we'll need to do no, what am I trying to say? Crew report? Did I miss this one? I might have missed this one. I might have missed him. Looks like he's coming. Oh, we're in the site. We're in the site. Okay, so now we have to do a crew report, overwrite it, keep the data. Bang. Got that one. Now what would it take to get this? It looks like it would be fairly close. Where do we do that from? We do it right like 90 degrees off of it, right? Like about right here. If we was to try that, and Jeb would to be the, you know, the big hero if he was to pull that off. I think I've got about 400 meters per second in my reserve that I said I didn't want to get down below 10,000. Or was it 100,000? 1,000 actually. And that should do it, right? And that's another 260. I think I'm going to do that. You're playing with people's lives. Yes, yes I am. But I'm very cautious by nature, so this is kind of a little bit out of character for me. All right. Bing. Now why didn't that do a message? I was supposed to do a message. That's all right. That's all right. All right, we're good. I've got it. I've set something wrong on the Kerbal alarm clock is all. All right, we're going to bring this down. And what we're trying to get is this point right under our orbit. That periapsis is getting very, very low. We have plenty of fuel. So we're bringing it down. Bringing it down, bringing it down. I think right there is where I want it. Hopefully that's good enough. Put a maneuver node there to give us an alarm. Warp only, no message. Kill warp and message. How about that? Oh, and I know what I was trying to do when I saw that. Specifics delete alarm on close. That's what I was trying to do when I turned the message off. All right. So it'll do our message. We're in space, low over the poles. They got here before we did. All right, Jeb, get out. Grab all the data. Do a spacewalk, EVA report. Looks like a really big rock. Something just got doubled. Let's do a crew report while we're here. T. I'm actually going to get back out. Take the data. Take the data. Store the data. Okay. Yes. All right. Whatever I did, we're back. We're back. Okay. It was a little crazy there. Let's put this on activate navigation. Okay, that still looks like he's doing good as far as where that belongs. I think this is going to bring back a good chunk of science here. Get rid of that one. I'm not sure what the science we're getting out of this guy is, or the rewards. Let's see, our alarm is set, so I don't have to. Research and Development Department. All right. Close the alarm. All right. And we're watching that thing move slowly towards the center. And it should give us a message. Let's get aimed at the bottom. It'll start flashing. There we go. All right. All right. We are over the poles again. Going to do another crew report, and we've got it. And that completed this one for 110 science. Plus the 55. So we just got a bunch of science out of this guy. All right. Let's go home. Why is it? Oh, I guess I was underneath it. Okay, let's see. I think I want to go to here, to in front of the moon's direction of travel, and accelerate away from it, like that. And that's 180. I think we're in good shape for. I'm not really sure how much it's going to take to bring this in, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I think so. I hope so. Add alarm. Fast forward, and we'll get Jeb home. All right. Is the alarm going to do what it's supposed to do this time? Did I set it properly? No. Sigh. Okay. We don't have to be exact here. We're going to get out of, we're going to break away from Moon, and escape, as it were. And when we do that, we're going to be in, I'm just going to point at the screen here. We're going to be in the Kerbal orbit right there. All right. And we have just under, yeah, we've got plenty of gas, plenty of fuel. Okay. So that was very successful in spite of my timidity. Why do I have no, oh, are we in an eclipse? Yeah, the Kerbal is eclipsing us. That's why we have no power down here. All right, so now we're going to pop over to here. Now we could have also, we also could have, came here and did our escape up front, but then as the moon kept pushing, pushing forward, we would have kept getting in its influence. So breaking away in the opposite direction that the moon is traveling is the more efficient way to go. Let's see, which way are we headed? We're headed that way. And we slow way down. And we want to get into about 35 or so. 110. 30. Okay, so that's using 300 plus the few hundred that we used. Whoops. I could put this best right here. Oh, I've still got it on fast forward. What a bonehead. Still had the time speeding up on. Can't do that stuff. I can't be making all these mistakes when I've got Kerbals on board here, or Kerbals. It's one thing when I screw up and lose a probe, but I don't want to lose any of my Kerbals. It makes me feel bad. As well as it's going to cost me a lot of money. Okay, let's pretend we know what we're doing. We're going to bring Jebediah home. Alright, we're going to add an alarm. Kill warp, no message. Add. Settings. Specifics all alarm defaults are going to be this one and that one. This one and that one. What's this do? Do nothing, delete when. Let's set an alarm to do nothing. That should be awesome. Okay. Yep, Jeb, I agree. Okay, so now we're going to be, this is going to be a little different now coming in on, you know, I've got enough extra fuel. I wonder if I want to not come in that slow, that low and fast, because wow, I wonder. Well, I think we got to do that. Let's just do it. I'm just wondering what this deadly reentry is going to do when we're coming in that fast. Is that going to work out okay? Well, we've never burnt any of our ablative shielding yet, hardly just a smidge. I think this time maybe we'll see what that actually does. All right, so we're bringing our, there we go. We're bringing our periapsis in. As it gets close, I'm going to slow down. Bring it down to 35, I think. I think that's what I read somewhere, that the deadly reentry likes, or that you should use when you're doing deadly reentry. I don't remember necessarily if I'm recalling that correctly or not. I'm going to put a maneuver node here just to give us an alarm. All right. Well, it still will shut off the, even if it doesn't do anything, it'll still shut off the warp, right? So it looks like we're getting home in about 5 days round trip, give or take, because this is going to come up to almost 5 days by the time we're done. And that's without any kind of landing or anything. So, all right, we do have some fuel left that we can use to slow down with. Although we're not coming in, well, we'll speed up as we get in close. As we come in here, I think we speed up. I think what would happen if I started blasting the engine right here. It doesn't do anything to my periapsis, but it does slow us down. Oh, the periapsis is coming down. Guess it doesn't really matter. It looks good. We came in at 20 anyway. Hopefully this works and I don't kill Jeb. Sorry, Jeb, I'm trying not to kill you. Alright, and we are going to jettison just this piece, right? And I did set my chutes. I set my chutes to pre-deploy at 10,000 meters and then deploy at basically 1,500. So that's the goal. That's the goal here. All right. All right. And we're going to come in not over water this time. We're going to come in, well, where is our, we're going to land in this area, I think, here. Somewhere in there. Alright, we have hit atmosphere. Let's see what our temperature's sitting at. Temperature is starting to come up. Hopefully we don't burn off the parachutes, because they're coming up too. Can you hold retrograde? Why don't you just hold current position instead? Temperature still climbing, but the temperature of the parachutes is much lower than the temperature of the capsule, so that's being shielded. Probably. Oh gosh, something's burning. What just blew up? The thermometer and the barometer blew up. That's scary. And the temperature's coming back down. Gee, many Christmas, that scared me. I thought that was the parachutes or something. Right, now we're gonna let him do his thing here. Whew. I didn't even use those to check the temperature and stuff on anything. I completely forgot to. Not that I necessarily would have been able to use it anywhere, but... Alright, so we're at 18,000. We're going to do pre-deployment at 10,000. So I could hit the chute right now, and it would just arm them to deploy at that predetermined altitude. And I think we're going to be slow enough by then, but I'm going to hold off anyway until I'm sure that we're safe before I pop that. Oh, we might hit the water here. Yeah, looks like we are going to hit the water. But maybe not if once I hit the chute, it'll drop us. Yeah, we'll hit the water. That's good. Good to hit the water. Now those should pop when it hits that pre-deployment altitude. There we go. Okay. Operation Kill Jeb fails again. Well, that wasn't a bad mission. It was, performance-wise, it was a little poor with me, zipping past my waypoints and whatnot, but I think it was, as far as accomplishments go, it wasn't bad. Alright, so we're definitely know it takes 4 days plus 4.5 days to get there and back. And I forgot to see what my leftover Delta V was. Oh, that didn't quite survive. It burned up in the atmosphere. It was traveling at nearly 3,000 meters per second. So, yeah, well, we obviously never expected to get that one back. So we've recovered everything but the one that burned up in the atmosphere and the one that we left in orbit around the moon. Well, was it in orbit around the moon? I think it's just in a big elliptical orbit around Kerbal, I believe. Why don't you check the barometric pressure here, Jeb? Oh, yeah, I can't. Oh, line that shows that twice. Okay. Well, those two parachutes are still putting me down at 7 meters per second, which I don't want to be going much faster than that when yeah. I would prefer to be going slower than that when I hit. All right, Jeb, there's going to be some serious medals for this, Jeb. I'm telling you. Where exactly are we at? But at least we landed in the daytime, so we're basically about as far from the Space Center as you can get. Recover. Oh, got a bit of science out of that. We got 133 science plus what we gained for bringing back. We got the G-Force 4 ribbon, the Mach 5 ribbon, the First Moon EVA ribbon for around the moon, well, obviously, and the First Moon orbital ribbon, and the First Moon orbit ribbon, orbital EVA. Okay, so I guess they really give you a lot of medals around this place. Okay, next. We recovered not much. That's about as low as I've got, 13%. But of that whole thing, I think we didn't do too bad. Oops, that's the thing. We're no longer able to see the what we got and what we didn't get. And 3 experience points gained by Mr. Jebediah. What does that do for him? So he went around, he's only been around Kerbal twice, but he's been around the moon 3 times. Okay, well, that actually worked out pretty good. So, I guess we will call this episode to a close, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.